Listen, I know I'm late to the game, but let's just talk about Diabound real quick, okay? If you are looking for like that comfort fantasy book, you know the story is going to hit. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be the most shocking story, and not a lot of like twists and turns. It will have the tropes you love. Diabound, I ate this book up. However, I do have thoughts, feelings, and opinions too, okay? It is extremely predictable. So if you're looking for a fantasy book that is like brand new, never been done before, and it's going to really shock you and surprise you, that's not what you're going to get of Diabound. Diabound to me is one of those like comfort fantasies. Like, you know, when you just want to step in a world that feels sort of familiar to you, that's Diabound for me. Even though I've never read a book in this world, it still just felt like I've known it forever. Maybe because it's so similar to other fantasy books, I don't know, but it's just that book, okay? It's that nice, comfy blanket. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the story, but you do follow the FMC, who is really not well off. She's really struggling, obviously, to earn money for her mum, who is really unwell mentally, and her little sister, and she goes into like these fighting rings to earn a bit more money, and people bet on her, etc. So obviously you already know that she's going to be a really good fighter. Her sister goes missing, so she's like, okay, obviously having a bit of a breakdown. She needs to go find her sister, so she goes and applies to be in like, I think it's like the front lines of like the army, or what they would call their army. And she basically applies to be in like the training camp and become one of them. Does join it, and she goes through different trials, but for actually something a little bit different to what she expected it to be. It's a whole lot more gruesome, much more difficult than what she anticipated, and I feel like it is definitely setting us up for the second book, which I'm really excited. The romance is an interesting one, okay? I don't really want to talk about it. I just think it's interesting. There is that little bit of tension that we all love. Is it worth picking up? Yeah, it is a bit of a big story. If you are looking for like the cozy, familiar fantasy book, then yes, pick this up. It is definitely worth a read in my opinion.